We bring you on tour here at NFTV. This is what you get on this channel. Hope you're doing all right, everybody. Today, it is the annual Your Choice for Player of the Season. Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. It looks like the heavens are going to open. But no, that doesn't stop us here on NFTV. We will get you out on location. We bring you yet another iconic location. Do you know what I like about the Angel of the North? Not just that it's iconic, it's when you're doing a long, long away journey and you see the Angel of the North as you come round 50 miles per hour. You can't go any higher because of the average speed check. But then you see the Angel pop out. That's when you're back, yeah, everybody, you're back on Tyneside. But this is the annual awards that we do. We always get you involved in this. Please go over and check out the community tab. It's all on there for the options for you. The end of season awards. We have Young Player of the Season to mention. We've got Player of the Season, Goal of the Season, Most Improved Player of the Season, and of course Signing of the Season. We'll begin with the Young Player of the Season, and to qualify for this you need to be the age of 24 and under. So unfortunately Sean Longstaff being 25 will not be in this category, but I have 3 players for you. I want you to know what your comments are. Of course, let us know as well, but also make sure you get the community tab as well. Young Player of the Season, 3 I've got here for you. Sven Botman, I mean, what a colossus. You know, Eddie Howe likes to bed in his new signings later than usual. Took a time for him to get that starting lineup, and once he was in there, you know, you had the national media raving about him. What a season he has. Him and his partnership with Fabian Schär has been absolutely outstanding. You can read the game. You know, you had his first national call-up, but he obviously went down with a bug and couldn't make it, so he's been called up because of his impressive form for Newcastle, for the Dutch side, who are a totally different side nowadays. So leadership, I think he will be. He's captain material. Like I say, he can just read the game. He can ping a ball. He's just class, and what a signing. We've been after him for a while, and what a signing he has been. Joe Willock is the second nominee for me. Probably the second half of the season. This is why he's in this category for Young Player this season. Shouts for England call up. You know, you can go past a player. People forget how quick he is. That link that he's got with Joe Linton over on that left-hand side is really, really crucial of how Eddie Howe likes to play his football. Not just that, it flicks his work rate. He also can bring a goal to his name as well, to his game, sorry. And look, he can play in several positions. And I think he's had a fantastic season. He can't be that far out. Surely at least get looked at by Gareth Southgate. A fantastic second half of the season for me, for Joe Willock. And of course, Alexander Isak, how can we forget him? You know, he's 24, so he qualifies. You know, again, another signing who took its time to get it in the starting lineup. Obviously, had an injury just before the World Cup. Went to Saudi Arabia whilst I was out there. He didn't play, but he was with the squad. And then he came back, and then he's got a goal ratio better than 1 and 2 at the minute. And he's obviously played on the left-hand side. He's played up top as well. He has to be in this category for Young Player of the Season. And what a signing. You know, you look at the fee that were paid. Like, I was 60-odd million, but he's proven a lot of people are wrong, and you know, it's well documented that Sam loves him on this channel as well, and he was over the moon when we signed him. And look, big things are expected of him next season, and if you're a betting man, maybe you want to put him down as your top scorer next season, or even maybe in the top 3 in the Premier League if he stays fit, because the lad has just got everything in abundance. He's not your out and out striker. He likes to drop deep, turn. He's got great movement. He can beat a man. His finishing is right up there. I call him a gazelle because he's just so elegant the way he moves. What a player we've got in our hands. And just like that, we've got a little bit closer to her. Right, the big one. Player of the season, everybody. I mean, you can go through practically almost every single one of the starting lineup here. This is almost like a free-for-all. Nick Pope, what a signing. What a signing, especially the first 2/3 of the season. Keeping Newcastle in games. Unbelievable. Kieran Trippier, you know, he was named in Player of the Season, the Premier League's Player of the Season. Team of the Season, sorry, at right back. What a season. What a season. And he's the most defender in the whole of the big leagues. Am I saying that right? He's the defender who plays the most passes going forward in the whole top 5 European leagues. Chances created, that is. What a talent. Fabian Schär, a player reborn. What a season he has done. Unbelievable. Sven Botman, just mentioned him. Dan Burn playing out of position. Yes, he's been caught out a couple of times for skillful players, but Dan Burns made that left back position of his own. Matty Target caught him getting the side. Matty Target was sensational when he was out, when he came across on loan from Villa. Bruno Guimaraes, you know, we're a different side without Bruno Guimaraes in the side. We struggle. That's how shows you how much that we miss him when he doesn't play. Look at the results when he doesn't play. We struggle. Joe Linton. I'm going on here, loads of players. Joe Linton. I mean, what a player, what a turnaround from last season into this season. Sean Longstaff, criticised by many, including people on this channel, including me. We miss him. We miss his energy in midfield when he doesn't play. What a turnaround he has had. Joe Willock. Again, another one. I've already just mentioned him just before. Miguel Miron, especially the first half of the season. Double figures. Miguel Miron. You'd only get you 1 goal a season, normally. Unbelievable. Callum Wilson. You know, his position's under threat against Isak. Scored 8 in 1 month. 8 in 1 month. And of course, Alexander Isak, as I've touched upon already. There's so many that you can go through here. It's like there's a big catalogue here. And that goes to show you just how well Newcastle United have done this season. The fact that we're naming 10, 11 players here who deservedly should be up for nomination. There's no shortlist here because it's a big, massive long list. Again, goal of the season. It's another free-for-all. You could go on and on. The amount of worldies that Newcastle have scored, again, probably first half of the season. Look, this one is a free-for-all. I'm not going to go through every single goal because there's that many. There's that many. My personal favourite, and I'm not going to influence any of your decisions, but mine, I've seen it in person, was that Miggy Almiron volley away to Fulham. There's the ball coming over his head and then he volleys it with his left foot in the top corner. That was just, it's just sensational. Never mind goal of the season for Newcastle, that should be goal of the season period as well. Alexander Isak has scored a few worldies. You know, Alan Saint-Maximin's volley away to Wolves. There's loads you can go through. Joe Willock's net, a couple of beauties. Fabian Schär. Look, you can go on and on and on. You really can. Bruno Guimaraes loves a special goal as well, but you know, this one's a free-for-all. Again, goal of the season, comment down below and get yourself the community tab because this one's just open to all years as well because Newcastle love scoring worldies and they're having the competition. We were joking on earlier in the season that they're having a competition on their own for goal of the month, goal of the season, because it seems like every single game that there was like worldies getting scored. No matter where you went up and down the country, absolutely incredible. Most improved player of the season, and we do have a few on this one. We've got a nomination of 5 players here. We're going to begin with Fabian Schär. Steve Bruce didn't rate him somehow. He was a fantastic player under Rafa Benitez, especially his first 18 months. Couldn't get in the side under Steve Bruce. There was that speculation, oh, you can't play 2 at the back. You know, oh, let's move him into defensive midfield. Look how much Eddie Howe's worked on him. Fabian Schär, I love Fabian Schär because he's not just a footballer, he's a ball-playing centre-back as well, who can bring the ball out of defence. If he was 5 years younger, he would go for 40 million. He really would, because he's 31 now. You know, listen to this. We signed him for 3.5 million because of a relegation clause when Deportivo went down. That is pound for pound one of Newcastle's better signings ever. Because value for money you've got with Fabian Schär. What's just calmness, and he doesn't like raid forward as much as what he used to. Just brilliant partnership with Sven Botman. Sean Longstaff, again, he has to be nominated because I criticised him. I think most of the channel did. I think it was only 1 or 2 who stuck up for him, and that showed you the reception he got amongst the Newcastle fan base as well. What a turnaround he's had. The energy that he brings in that midfield, you don't see it on camera. You see it more in the stadium when you're at the game, but just the energy that he brings and the covering and his leg work, it's so important to this team and how we play. And we miss him when he's not on that side recently. What a turnaround. And again, he should be at least looked at by Gareth Southgate because Calvin Phillips is no better than Joe Willock or Sean Longstaff. He doesn't even get a kick from Manchester City. How's he getting a look in? I mean, that's another debate for another day with England, and you know, Harry Maguire's another one at centre-back, but Miguel Miron has to be on this list. What an incredible first half in particular. Player of the season for the first half for me. For the first half of the season. What a turnaround he has. Yes, he's gone a little bit off the boil. Jacob Murphy's form has improved, yes. But what a player. You know, he deserves his contract that he's got recently. Goals galore, the confidence in class world. I talked about, for me, he's got goal of the season. I talked about that before, but his work rate was always there. Again, not used properly by Steve Bruce. Centre midfield, fucking hell. Left wing back occasionally, fucking hell. What a turnaround. And you know, it's not just the players that deserve credit as well. It's Simon Weatherspoon, it's Mad Dog, who deserves the attention. He does. And Eddie Howe himself, Simon Weatherstone. But yeah, he's another one, Miguel Miron, absolutely outstanding as well. Joe Willock, I've touched upon him. He's improved, I think, from last season. I think he has improved. He came in scoring goals for fun under Steve Bruce, which is one of the rare players that performed under him. Kind of went off the boil a little bit last season, and then he's came back to life this season as well. I think he has to be in this list. Jacob Murphy, he has to be. The second half of the season, again, what a turnaround. You know, we used to always joke on the channel, and I was again guilty of it, saying, oh, we're linked to such and such winger. My question would always be thrown back at anybody on the last word: is he better than Jacob Murphy? The answer would always be, of every single one of the people who were in the last word, yes, sign him then. Would you say that now? I bet there's a debate amongst a few wingers now, because again, he has improved incredibly hard, if that makes sense. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. Will he be a squad player next season? Probably more than likely now, because of the turnaround that he's had. Joe Litton does not feature in this category, these are all saying, because he had a vast improvement last season. That's why he's not in this category. So if anybody's wondering why, there you go. Because Joe Litton's rise has not just came this season, it also came from last season as well. And the last one, everybody, is signing of the season. There's 3 players in this category. It's too soon for Anthony Gordon. But the 3 players are Nick Pope, Alexander Isak and Sven Botman. Those are the 3 players for signing of the season. £10 million for Nick Pope. Unbelievable. That's the rumoured fee. You know, England international coming across to Newcastle. We were always like, the debate last season, is he any better than Dubravka? By God, he's a lot better than Martin Dubravka. And you see it now. The shot stopping. Leading by example. As I say already in this video, the first 2/3 of the season, he was unstoppable. Yes, he's a little bit with his feet. Yes, he comes flying out of his goal. But what a signing. He's vastly improved our goalkeeping situation. I was really surprised that we signed Nick Pope. I'm not going to lie to you, last summer. But again, what a turnaround. What a turnaround. I caught the top of my head, the away fixture down Brighton when it was red hot. You know, it was 0-0. We got battered by Brighton down there. He was sensational. You know, we missed him in the cup final. Look how much we missed him in that cup final. If we had him, could have been a different story. Possibly. You never know. You never know. But yeah, what a buy. What a buy. Sven Botman, of course, talked about him already on this video so far. £35 million rumoured fee from Lille. You know, he's played Champions League football. He's a League winner. Almost a Dutch international, as we've said already. He won't be long. You'll probably get that in the next few months. But took the time to get it in the side, as I say. Already talked about Fabian Schär. Already talked about the partnership between those two. Pricey, yes. It could have been Diego Carlos. But we signed Sven Botman. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic signing. Big signing. And of course, the big one in terms of transfer fees is Alexander Isak. Over 60 odd million. What a signing. What a signing. Not just that, you know, I think the rest of the league are starting to take notice of him now, where he just goes past you. Like, I mean, that assist, you'll not get it at Goodison Park. That was right directly in front of me when he's just dancing round players. And it comes off defender eyes, so he doesn't technically get the assist, but it was an assist in our eyes. And the goals he scored, man, and just his confidence and the healthy competition that he has with Callum Wilson up top, and he can play a couple of other positions as well. It bodes well for us. It does, and he's a young lad, just 24. So it's a tough one for you to make, but this is why we'll get you involved. We're a fans channel for a reason. We want your opinion. So get yourselves over to the community tab. Have your say. We'll be doing the results probably in a couple of weeks' time to see what you've all said. But it's a positive video, and it's positive for a reason, everybody. Doesn't matter where Newcastle finish this season. Be proud of your team. Be proud of your badge, because all the lads, you know, we've done this 12 months ago, 24 months ago. It's all negativity. Be proud of how far we've come. If we don't get Champions League football, do you know what? We'll get it again next year. Have the confidence, have the belief. But I believe we can this season. But let us know, everybody. Drop us a like, everybody. Hope you like the background of the angel and everything like that today. But yeah, says everyone. Ta-da. Bye-bye.